Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It is your boy Madness and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm bringing you guys the best console settings to use in Warzone Season 4 Reloaded. It's been some time since I've given you guys some console gameplay and some settings as well, so I wanted to do that today. Also, I just flew back from Florida and Miami, and I couldn't get the best gameplay right on time, but you know, it is some kind of good gameplay you'll see on console. I've been just using my PC to get FOV clips, but you know, once Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 drops, I just know it's gonna have FOV. I'm going back to my PS5. I don't care. If you guys know me, I've been always an OG for PS5 clips and just console in general, just being there for the console community. So I want to get back to that, and I want to show you guys some settings that you guys could use for console right now. So for your button layout, I use bumper jump and tactical flip. The reason why I use this is because when you're lacking a scuf or like some back buttons, you would want to have control over your right stick and your jump button and your movement somehow, right? And the solution to that is, you know, just getting bumper jump or tactical flip as your button layout, because you'll be able to jump with your L2 button in this case because it's flipped, and you'll be able to have control over your right stick at the same time. So your left hand is basically for your jumping and your movement, and your right hand is for your aiming and your slide cancels as well. So it is really helpful, and if you do not have paddles, you do want to get this. On the other hand, if you guys do want to get buttons on the back of your controller, you can get from our partners at Hyper Controller. Over there they have a vast variety of selections to choose from. I personally recommend the signature controller because it has 4 paddles if you guys want to choose from that, but there are definitely other alternatives as well, such as the Hyper Tournament controller, and it comes with everything including smart triggers and bumpers. So you definitely want to check it out if you do want to consider getting actual buttons on the back of your controller. If you do not, just stick to bumper jump tactical flipped. Now for my left stick and right stick dead zone, I do tweak with this quite a bit. For this gameplay I was using 0.04 for both, but I mean the ideal thing is just to have your left stick at 0, so then you'll run right away. But for your right stick, you want to have this a little higher than your left stick. So if my left stick's at 0, you want to make sure that your right stick is definitely higher, right? Because it'll just give you a little bit more aim assist when you're shooting someone. You'll feel it definitely. I personally like having it at like 0.04, 0.05, 6, 7, all the way up to 10 as the max, but for now I'm gonna leave it at 0.07 and you guys might like it. Left stick max input doesn't have it at 1, and right stick max input does not have it at 1 as well. Now moving on to the sensitivity, I have it at 13 and 13. Before I would always recommend using some kind of a high sensitivity for console, and I still believe that. You know, having 2020 is probably the best thing you can do for console because you cannot see in the limited FOV that you have, so definitely having a lower will be better. But I've been trying to get my aim down lately, and 13 and 13 has been amazing for console. Even for PC, it gives you that good aim while also having that movement that you can do. You can also be, you know, very shifty. You can quickly turn on enemies. So I feel like 13 and 13 is like the best hybrid for both worlds, and the two worlds being high sensitivity and low sensitivity. Now for my custom sensitivity per zoom, I have it on, and I got these numbers from actually my boy Zaro. He actually put me on, and over here you can see that we have 0.84 up until 5 times zoom, and that's because, you know, with these lower zooms you want to have a bit more accurate aim. And then when you have these higher zooms, you know, you don't mind having a little higher sensitivity because, you know, it is already pretty zoomed in. You want to be a little bit faster. So that's my reasoning behind it, and that's his reasoning as well. Aim response curve type, I have it on dynamic. This is like the best aim response curve type to have because it has like a fine aim rate control over your monitor. So like when you have an S shape being mapped on your monitor, it follows through that and has like a very smooth and fluid aim response. But linear is more like, you know, horizontally. It just feels a bit snappier, but you know, dynamic, I want smoother aim, so that's why I have it on dynamic. And standard, it's a little bit less than dynamic, so that's why I want to stick with dynamic for sure. Control vibration, I have it off because you don't want anything interrupting your gameplay while shooting someone. Aim assist on standard because we already have a lot of aim assist as we went over in the previous settings, so definitely have it on standard. For movement, you want to have tap, which allows you to have that crispy slide cancels, and you'll want to have your automatic sprint or automatic tactical sprint. So yeah, these are my settings for console, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, man. It is on solos, and once again, it's not amazing, but you get to see these settings in action, and I do hit some crazy shots in it. So yeah, love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Suggest you start running. Withstand a resurgence countdown to guarantee your redeployment. Earn points to secure it faster. Enemy dropping into the AO. Kill all targets. Go. UAV active. Supply box identified. Marking location now. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
The killer always comes back with one more scare.
Nearby comms tower activated. Sweeping for enemy locations. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Enemy UAV active. Occupation scan.
Recon inbound.
Go prone,
My
otherwise
eyes are
you'll be
everywhere.
exposed.
UAV beginning flyover.
Scan ended. Return to standard operating procedures. $25 remaining. Enemy UAV active.
The killer always comes back for one more scare.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Fire sale is active. Buy station costs are in. No second chances. Resurgence has been closed. You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. 10 remain. Victory is within. You've made it to the top 5. Smash it.
Got you dancing in the middle of the club. Got you dancing in the middle of the club. I know what you chasing. You can only get this feeling from a thug. You can only get this feeling from a thug. Tears falling and it's licking in your cup. All you really want is love. Baby, all you really want is love. Only pop the boxes in the penny. Can't be fucking with the scrubs. Can't be fucking.
Only a few others stood between you and...